Hello, my name is Ed Spraggins, and I'm here to give you my first attempt at a digital presentation as part of the Fourth Industrial Revolution in Education, Digital Language Learning and Teaching Symposium presented by Woosong University. My presentation will be about Plickers, what it is and how to use it. So I can start with some background on myself. When I first started teaching, and the first time I ever taught was back in 1985, my idea of technology was my teacher's manual, cassette tape deck, and perhaps an overhead projector. And then later on in the 90s, I added a VCR and a computer, although I really just used computer for word processing. But that was then, and the world has gradually changed, and now in the year 2019, technology in general, and the World Wide Web in particular, has changed the way we live, and the way we work, and the way we teach. There has been more and more of a trend in integrating many forms of this new technology into the way we set up and run our classes. The website Medium Design says that technology is challenging our concepts of education and presenting different options of teaching tools. This has created a kind of baffling and confusing time for me and other teachers that I know in terms of teaching years. We can consider ourselves as experienced teachers, but as teachers trying to get used to the new technologies, we are quite novices or technology challenged and kind of slowly taking baby steps into this new world. And what new world is this? Well, it's the world of CALL and MALL. CALL is computer-assisted language learning, and MALL is another term for multimedia-assisted language learning. These are many and varied, and it seems we shall all have to get on board with using them at one point or another if we want to remain relevant in the teaching world of 2019 and beyond. One of the easier to manipulate ones that I have been introduced to is Plickers. So for some of you out there who are like me, still taking baby steps into the new world of teaching technology, this might be a good one to start out with. What exactly is Plickers? Well, the simplest way that I can think of to explain it is that it is a website that is interfaceable with a cell phone downloadable Plickers application or app. I have found that this is a great way, easy for the teacher and enjoyable for the students to perform formative or summative assessment. In other words, it's teacher-friendly and learner-friendly. This was actually all started by the Plickers CEO, Jan Kim, who says that Plickers grew out of his belief that teachers shouldn't have to teach blind, that data doesn't have to be overwhelming, and students shouldn't have to feel afraid of being wrong. The word Plickers is actually a condensing of the words paper clickers, an alternate way for K-12 teachers to use electronic clicker system, which cost thousands of dollars at that time. Plickers are actually paper cards, each with a unique shape, and they're readable by a free app that is downloadable onto a cell phone in tandem with an accompanying website. Each side of the four-sided Plickers cards corresponds to an A, B, C, or D answer. You can purchase the cards or download and print them out from the Plickers website. If you purchase them, which will cost you about $40 if you have them shipped here to Korea, one side will look like this, and the other scannable side will look like this. The cards are rotated by the student so that their answer appears at the top. The app on the phone is held up by the teacher, who is then able to scan all the students' cards at the same time, and the answers are projected either on the cell phone or on the website, which you can then project upon the screen, my preferred method. The results are known immediately in real time. Research about best methods to teach says that all students should get opportunities to engage in the course material, not just the most outgoing or the best students. Instead of relying on quizzes and tests to see how students are doing, teachers can use Plickers to see how students are doing right now as a formative assessment. So the good thing about this is that teachers can know immediately who's not getting it and advise the students and adjust teaching to meet all the students' needs in a timely manner. This lack of lagging time gives students and teachers more time to adjust teaching and learning collaboratively and to have better opportunities for learning. And I think research also has shown that if you let the students know right away what they need to correct, it's much easier for them to correct it. So I think this is a good tool to use for that. Now, the Plickers website has this to say. It says it's a powerfully simple tool that lets teachers collect real-time formative assessment data without the need for student devices. It gives all students the chance to participate and engage in learning without feeling self-conscious, which is really, really helpful. And the Plickers can be used for multiple classes. So if you have purchased one of the laminated sets, you can carry it with you and use it for each of your classes if you want to. Use Plickers for quick checks, for understanding to know whether your students are understanding big concepts and mastering key skills. How do you do it? Well, you download the Plickers app onto your phone by going to the Apple or the Google store. Then you just go to the website on your computer and you become a member. You can become a member and print out your cards by going to www.plickers.com. Each card has a unique number that can be assigned to each student, up to 63 students per class, which is enough for us here at Woosong. As I said before, each card signed corresponds to an answer choice of A, B, C, or D. Students can be added by going to the classes page. As you add each student, he or she is assigned to a corresponding number on a separate Plickers card. You can add up to 63 students. You can create questions and then add them to a library on the website or by using the plus icon on your Plickers app. You can use it for multiple choice or true or false questions. You do have the ability to include images in your questions. You tap on the camera icon to scan the students' responses and receive instant feedback on their answers. You can use the Live View tab on the website to display classroom results to the students, which they enjoy. Here is a score sheet you can use to monitor the students' progress and save time grading. There's also a question history that shows you your latest results. You select the date range and questions for your score sheet and hit apply to see total results for your students' questions and class. Plickers cards do help protect students' privacy so they can answer your questions honestly without worrying about what their peers think of their answer. According to AppBrain, it does have a high international rating as one of the more popular apps in Google Play. AppBrain gives it an average rating of 4.1. The Common Sense website publishing rating from 30 different educators, and the average rating was 4 out of 5 stars. It is also a safe app and website. I've never had any problems with it crashing, and I've never had any problem with spam or computer viruses coming in on it. So you can get started by going to www.plickers.com. Just want to show you a few screenshots. Here's my page. You can see here where it has your library report, score sheet. Here's where I added my classes, my contemporary literature classes. If you go down to the bottom, you see the place where you can download and print out the Plickers cards. So you can just go into the first page. All you need to sign up is a valid email address and a password, and the instructions are pretty simple. Here's a screenshot of my contemporary lit class. I have been using it to get my students to understand the story setting, characters, and plot advances, to give them quizzes on that, and it's been really helpful to them. Here is a screenshot of what you can see as a well-appointed help page that can assist you if you get into trouble navigating or setting up or general use of the features. So how about it, you new to technology teachers out there? This might just be the one to start off with. So in closing, I would like to thank you very much for viewing this presentation, and I do wish that you have a great day or a great evening.